Hello folks, this is Dave. I'm going to submit my vote for YouTube Sports Card All-Star Team, and in accordance with the rules set forth by Four Leaf Cards, Eric over there, appreciate him doing this. I'm not sure I voted last year because just going through my ballot this year, it's really hard. I listed numbers 1 through 15, kind of filled them out by hand off my memory. We got to 15, and then I started remembering more, and I started looking through those that I've subbed, and I easily got double or triple, probably 50 different people. Ultimately, I decided that for the 15 All-Stars, I was going to kind of go for maybe smaller channels. So some of them are been really popular over the last couple of years, or last year, I should say, and but they're not maybe super well-known channels, but they're getting there if they're not there already. So let me go through my 15. If I can do this, I'll try to say something a little bit about them, but not really good about doing this on the fly. So let me give it a shot. The first one I want to highlight is the Phillies Cards. I forget the full name of his channel, but Phillies Cards, Legend and Lore, something like that. Kind of goes by Phillies Guy. I think maybe some of you at the National met him and maybe know his name now. But for the YouTube community, it's Phillies Guy. I love his channel, great production. Even though he's a Phillies guy and his channel is largely about Phillies cards, I'm a closet Phillies guy, so maybe that helps me. But I've been following him since he just had, I don't know, 100 or two subs, and now he's up over or close to 3,000 subs. Been at it for a couple of years. Like I said, good production value, and just really interesting, good humor in his channel. So you don't have to be a Phillies guy to watch him. The other one is, I think, a friend of mine, or I would consider a friend, Rob Cash Cards. He has a meteoric rise. He's up to 1,500 subs over about 2 years or so. Rob's a Cincinnati guy, so he collects a lot of Cincinnati cards, and just has a great personality. You could just tell he's a warm and caring guy. I think he gifts many people in the community. So love Rob's channel. And so he's number 2. Number 3, and these are in no particular order. I just, as I thought of them, I just listed them, is Gordon, the Athlete Archives. Gordon's approaching 600 subs, been at it a couple of years. Love Gordon's channel. He does videos on various players and maybe significant events in baseball history. So largely not about Hall of Famers, just about interesting stories. I love that. I love stories about baseball players, especially older vintage ones. So I've gone back, and I think, Gordon, I'm all caught up. I think I've gone back 2 years now and watched all your videos. I just love that kind of thing. Same thing with Rob, Baseball Time Traveler. Rob's been at it about 1.5 years or so, 680 subs. Rob also is kind of a historian. That's why he calls his channel The Time Traveler, where he goes back in history, and so he'll recreate or tell about an event in history. Could be a World Series, and will tell about the World Series. He'll display cards for the people in the World Series, and just love the channel. Does a really great job. The next one I'm going to vote for is Melissa Gauger, or Gager. Sorry, Melissa, you've got to tell me how to pronounce your name, maybe phonetically in the comments or something. Um, she's got approaching 250 subs, been at it a year, just over a year. So not eligible for Rookie of the Year, at least not in my mind. Melissa's got amazing collection, just some really great cards, displays those. She's got an amazing memorabilia uh, collection of pictures and autographs and things, and she's shown that on her channel before, showing all the autograph pictures on her wall. Got to check out Melissa. The next one is Brett Richards, baseball cards. Uh, I've been following Brent a long time. He's more of a modern collector, I guess. He's an Astros fan. Um, so we got a little bit of a thing going here, Astros and Mariners, but a good friend. Um, he's approaching 700 subs. Did I say that? At it just over a year. He recently showed some Ichiro cards from Japan, and I've started looking for those. Those are such cool set of cards. Next guy is Brian Hodges 1455. Brian's been at it just over 2 years now, 390 subs. I think he watches uh, many videos, comments on all of them. Brian, as the name implies, is a Gil Hodges collector, but collects many other cards as well. So Brian's a good guy. One of the early guys I came on to was Drew at Clean Cheap Shots. Drew's got over 500 subs, 521 by the count that I had when I'm doing this video. Been at it 2+ years. Drew is from Nebraska, big Cornhusker fan, of course, but also likes the athletics, or liked. I assume it goes back to the Kansas City Athletics back in the day, but he he likes vintage cards and does a series of vignettes of players from the 1953 set and tells stories about them. Love that. Again, I love stories about the lesser known players. The next one I have is Dean at Goodman and Wes 238th. Dean has got a very creative channel. He's been at it just over a year, 220 subs. I'm certain he's going to be rising quickly as well. You need to check out his. He's a creative guy, creates his own cards. I love to get one, Dean. And anyway, take a check out. Take a check on his channel. Next one is Keith, Lonely Basement. We all know Keith. He's just over a year now, just missed Rookie of the Year balloting, approaching 500 subs, and I'm certain he's going to get over 1,000 here in the next year or so. Love his dry humor, Yankees guy in the basement, showing his cards, and he's truly loves what he's doing, and I appreciate his channel. Next one is Jason, Basement Card Collector. He's approaching 800 subs and been at it about 3.5 years. Jason, Cubs collector. I love his collection. I love him and his channel. Just a great guy, fun to listen to, and I would say go give him a sub as well. Next guy I have is Don't Talk to Robots. Doug over there. He's got a great channel. I guess I owe this to Doug because he did this Advent series this last Christmas, and every day he had a video and a contest with his children, and it was fun. And one time he shouted out my channel, and I probably got about 100 sub bump from that shout out. So I owed you this one, but great channel. Love his humor. And actually, in the last one, he gave us a hack about how to keep track of our cards when going to shows and whatnot, so we don't buy duplicates, which I do all the time. The next one I want to shout out is Stephen, Math Bowler. Steven just went over 1,000 subs. Been at it 8 years or so. He's a big TTM guy, big Pirates guy. I met Steven at Strongsville. Super nice guy. I like to watch his TTM stuff. I don't watch a lot of TTM, but I do watch his. Check Steven out. The next one, I'm not certain why he is not in the Hall of Fame or anything, is Tyshawn Shannon, the baseball card theater. What a wonderful sense of humor this guy's got. Gives a little short um, commentary on cards. He's famous for the painted on hats. And he's got over 1,000 subs, but he's been doing it for 15 years. So um, go give him a sub and maybe vote for him for Hall of Fame this year. Next one I want to shout out, and maybe this is my 15th one, I hope, is Scott Stukes Baseball. Scott collects exhibit cards mostly, or that's what he's been showing kind of here in the last few months here. Those exhibit cards are cool. They're not super expensive and kind of show you vintage players. And I've got a couple of those. I need to get a few more Richie Ashburns. I only have one, but anyway, go check out Scott up in Minnesota. Again, I'm sorry for the other 35 of you that I wanted to vote for. I wanted to put in here. I just couldn't do everything. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll keep track of this list. So next year, I'll pick the others on the list. And I won't duplicate my ballot again next year, probably. Anyway, let me give Rookies of the Year. I've got two. I had about 5 or 6 that I scratched out and back and forth, but I decided to go with kind of the smaller channels here a little bit. Smaller meaning less than 1,000, I think. One is Andy Zadek, a great guy. He's a friend now that we've been conversing a little bit. Andy, Pirates fan, don't hold that against him, but it's fun to watch what he has, and he's a genuine guy, and I would say give him a sub as well. And the other one is Joe, Redneck Collector. So both Andy and Joe have been at it just under a year now. So they're my Rookies of the Year. Joe is starting to get up into the big boy cards. Recently bought a 52 Mantle, I think. Is that what it was? 53 or 52. Just like the stuff he does. Interesting the way he goes about it. And so give Joe a sub, Cardinals fan. So those of you who are Cardinals fans, make sure you check him out. And the last thing I have is the coaches. But before I do that, I'm going to do 3 from my own category. I know they're not going to go in the voting, but I'm going to call these the commissioner, which is John Mangini. So the next ones I have are what I call the assistant commissioners. One, Mike, baseball collector. He's in the Hall of Fame already. And the other is Greg, Midlight Sports Cards. I know once he gets to 3 years, and maybe he's approaching that now, he'll easily get in the Hall of Fame as well. So John and Mike and Greg, I just shouting you out as channels that I watch, but I'm going to leave you off the ballot. So sorry about that. So I have 6 coaches. One is Scott, Reindeer Studios. Love Scott, love his work, love his sense of humor. My best friend, Scott. The next one I have is Mike, Junk Wax Hero. I think he just missed the Hall of Fame ballot last year, just was edged out. So he'll probably get in this year. vote for Mike, Junk Wax Hero, Hall of Fame this year. The next channel I want to call out is Terry at TJ Mac Vintage. I have called Terry the poet laureate of the YouTube sports card community. He waxes poetic virtually every time he gets on. Very thoughtful and cerebral guy, and I would definitely say you should check his channel out. The other one is my good buddy Eddie from Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. Eddie lives 50, 60, 100,000 stone throws from me, but check out Eddie. I love the sense of humor. YouTube Hall of Famer as well, but check out Eddie. And then my sixth coach is Tony Southern Collector. Tony is an emerging star, has emerged. He could actually be a rookie of the year, but I think he's graduated beyond that. He has just some super interesting high-end cards. So fun to see what he collects. And so I'm gonna vote for him for coach this year because I'm certain he can coach us all up on vintage card collecting.
Okay, so it's Tuesday night and I'm putting this video together. Got it already uploaded. I'm typing in all the names down below that I nominated, and I count 5 coaches, and I go back to my list and I had left one off, didn't record it. So I'm going to insert that in right now. Baseball card collector, investor, dealer, Chris. I have watched Chris since the very start, and he uploads about a video a week, so pretty easy for me to keep up with that and not miss one. I enjoy his content. I enjoy his knowledge. In some ways, I kind of use him as like the moral compass for the hobby. He puts himself out there and indicates situations that he has been in and how he has dealt with them, and admits times when he thinks he made a mistake, and then puts it out there that maybe there's better ways to do this and suggest those. So, Chris, baseball card collector, investor, dealer, he's my last coach.
Again, I want to apologize. It sounds weird for not voting for so many of you. Just so many channels out there that I watch and love. But I thought I would kind of focus more on the smaller channels or ones that I've been following since they were smaller channels. And so I know some of you are smaller channels. I didn't vote for you this time. I promise next year I'll vote for you. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now. Here.